I cannot get over Ben and Sarah and how cringe Ben is, and I cannot wait for his downfall. What do you think of this drama with him and the TikToker? It's crazy.
I feel like his downfall is happening in real time, you know? So I do appreciate that finally we're seeing this stuff play out on the show and it's not completely playing out online, which is what's been happening the last couple months. There was multiple red flags that happened in the confrontation when Sarah pulled up the TikTok that I believe her name is Andra. Andra, from the TikTok that Andra had posted when Andra basically was diminishing his character. He was very clear that it was a 1 or 2 time date. They'd never hooked up. That wasn't even where my issues were. Like, if that was the case, that was the case. And honestly, it makes her seem a little psycho that 4 years ago you couldn't let go of a guy who you went on 1 or 2 dates with. But we don't know what's true or what's not.
Yeah, we don't know what's true.
However, I will say my red flags started flying when she brought it to him and he was like, oh, yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. And he like omitted this information. He's sneaky. He's already hiding things.
Yeah, like you didn't think that that is something you should have addressed with your fiance who you were about to marry and say, hey, look, this video just came up online. It's saying these things about me. Like that's a lie by omission.
Absolutely.
So that was a red flag. And then within the same paragraph of explaining his side of things, he lied.
Yes.
So he was like, oh, I haven't spoken to her in 4 years, like nothing. And then 2 sentences later it was like, oh, well, maybe a DM or 2.
Yeah. Literally, I was like, what are you talking about? Like, you're going to know. First of all, 4 years ago is not that long of a time ago.
I don't remember. I don't remember.
I can remember every single day or meetup or anything that will like, maybe I wasn't doing that much, but like, 4 years ago is not that long.
Yeah, I agree. It's not that long.
You know, like you're going to remember, if you're like, especially if this girl is out here making videos about you.
Yes, you'll remember once you see the person.
You're going to remember who she is. So by him saying like, maybe there's a DM after he already said, no, there's been no communication is a telltale sign that he is lying. And he is just kind of putting in these little bits of information to soften the blow when she, you know, will get inevitably screenshots of DMs when the receipts start coming in. He's going to be like, well, I did say that maybe there was a DM.
Yes.
So it's like he's telling on himself already. You know, hats off to Sarah for being like, I'm not dismissing her. I think Sarah's kind of taking it the right way and hopefully she sees that through because all the alarms like are going off.
There's just too much with this guy. Like from all of the stories that are coming out online, and it wasn't just her. There's other people that are kind of saying that he's a clout chaser. The whole story about how after he hooks up with the girl, he leaves his card with his YouTube line, like his YouTube handle on it. It's like subscribe. Like
so
that
cringe.
is the foul. That's very foul. Like imagine you hook up with the guy and then in the morning he sneaks out but leaves his card that says subscribe to me on YouTube.
Oh my God. I would literally bury myself in a hole. How about the meetup with the friends? Because that was so weird. That was giving like he picked up a band of theater kids outside of a theater and was like, you guys want to make a quick buck? Make me look good?
He's like, all right, I need a gay person. I need a person of color. I need any person of color will do, you know? I need someone who's like deep in their faith, but not truly religious so that it's, you know, on the borderline. Like it was like the United Colors of Benetton to help him be like a good person. And that was another thing. It's like when you're meeting, you know, like if I meet your partner for the first time, I'm not sitting there saying how amazing you are. I'm asking them about them because I'm trying to gauge whether or not I think they're good enough for you.
Absolutely.
So that was weird to me. They're like sitting there like, oh, he's the best. He did this. Oh, he's a designated driver. Like,
it's like she should already know he's the best if like they've, you know, if they've are engaged to each other. So it's like they were already prepped to convince her. Like Ben was the little producer in their ear being like, make sure you drop the gay, like drop, like I think she literally said that, like gay drop. I was like, this is so uncomfortable. And then the one friend, at first I was like, wait, is she obsessed with Ben? Because it was giving like best friend that's like, oh, I'm the girl best friend. Remember that time when we stayed up late and we got drunk and we talked about our feelings? But like, no, you're totally perfect for him. Like, it was like really strange.
But he loves you. He's great. You're perfect. Yeah, exactly.
You're perfect. Can't wait to make the speech at the wedding. Yeah, they were very weird.
It's like that meme with like the mask on and behind the mask it's like crying.
No, everything about Ben is so cringe. I cannot wait for Sarah to dump his ass. Yeah. And I mean, it's just all going downhill. Bye-bye, Ben.
Yeah, that one's going downhill quick, but we're down for the ride.
Yes, absolutely. Whee!